20-year-old Awab Ishak died from a respiratory condition caused by exposure to mould in his home. A coroner said it should be a defining moment for the housing sector. But has it been? Housing Secretary Michael Gove immediately wrote to all social housing providers and council leaders in England to say they were being put on notice. People who've been complaining for months over the state of their homes are suddenly getting a response.
This was covered in black mould and now it's just water and dirt just seeping through.
Dan Whiteside lives with his wife and 2 children in their leasehold flat in South London. They've had leaks and mould and damp since February, which has left them sleeping on the sofa, unable to use their master bedroom.
Mushrooms coming through the wall, which then quite quickly started turning into a large area of black mould. Since then, I've been calling L&Q twice a week. They finally sent out a damp expert, a team to come out and have a look, and that was 2 weeks ago.
So you were complaining to your housing association for 7 months, but with no response until very recently. Why do you think that is?
It's probably not difficult to ascertain that something related to the news story of the child who sadly passed. They mentioned it on the phone. We couldn't have a newborn baby living in these conditions, which obviously makes me quite angry because my wife was pregnant throughout this. We had to bring a newborn baby back to this. We pay a mortgage and a service charge, and we're living in a nightmare at the moment.
A statement from L&Q Housing Association said, "We are sorry for the delay to the repairs at Mr Whiteside's home and for the inconvenience this has caused the family. We visited the property several times to establish the cause of the leak, which proved more difficult than we anticipated. Problems with establishing the causes of damp and mould is largely due to a lack of expertise, according to Mike Parrett, one of the world's leading experts in this field.
What you're doing with dampness and mould investigations is you're eliminating what it isn't until you're left with what it is. And you can only do that tangibly by measurement. That is not in the country. When I look at the disparity of knowledge, particularly amongst social housing, it's even worse in the private sector, I hasten to add. It fills me with horror that we've arrived at this situation.
We've had confirmation for the first time that a child has died as a result of the conditions in their home. How worried are you that there could be more cases?
My office has received calls from some sources where there are allegations of further fatalities involving young children. I knew the day would come. I knew that this would happen.
The government is under pressure to make sure another child doesn't die from their accommodation. But with poor housing across the public and private sector, it's a problem which won't be solved anytime soon. Alice Porter, GB News.